Alright guys, how's it going? Tregs here. Very, very cold in Cardiff where I'm filming this. It's a stark contrast to when I filmed part one. I was on a course in Thailand. It was like 110 degrees. I think this is minus. Anyway guys, what I thought I would introduce into the plan this time, after talking with a few lads, is basically a little warm-up for you to do, okay? Especially now that we're getting the kettlebell involved, we don't want any injuries. So I'm literally just going to get into it and take you through a drill that I do with my personal training clients and also with my boot campers. And I basically want you to do it before each workout, alright guys? So yeah, it's not rocket science. We call it a dynamic warm-up. Static stretching, I'd prefer at the end, although there is one or two we're going to throw into this. Okay, so you see what's going to happen. What we're going to basically do is just going to start like basically circling out the upper body, bringing the arms forward. Okay guys, I want you to do that 20 times. Alright, 20 times. I don't know how many I've done here, but I'm just giving you an example. Alright, so 20 times forward and then 20 times back. Big circles guys, alright? So you'll do it like this. Okay, you'll do that 20 times. Then what you're going to do, this is where a lot of people mess up, you're going to go one forward, okay, and one back. One forward, one back. One forward, one back. And I want you to do that, try to do that 20 times, okay? And then swap sides. Okay, so you do that 20 times as well, okay? It's just going to warm up your shoulders, your upper body. From there, what you're going to do, guys, is basically then just circle out the hips. Again, I want you to do that 20 times, circle into the left. And when you've done that, you're going to go 20 times, circle into the right, okay? So it just looks a little bit like this. Just get those hips firing. There'll be a lot of hip movement, obviously, when we're doing the kettlebells. What we do then, guys, just moving on to the lower part, okay? Little move we used to do at football when I was a kid, just to open the gates, okay? So up and rotate, you're going to feel it here and in here, okay? Up and rotate. Notice I'm just staying on my toes. As I up and rotate, you're going to do that 10 times on the left and then 10 times on the right. So up and rotate, okay? Up and rotate, up, rotate. From there, just going to take it on a little bit more. I want you to imagine you're kicking a football and just kick, okay? So from the side, just kicking that football forward. You're going to feel it in your hamstrings and your glutes. 10 times on the left. And from there, guys, okay, just 10 times on the right. Just kicking it forward. Okay, nothing too aggressive. Just building it up as we go through. From there, guys, okay, a lot of guys get confused with this. I'll do it from the side, because obviously we're going to be doing a lot of kettlebell swing, so a lot of glute, a lot of hip. Need to get those hamstrings firing. I don't want you to do this with a straight leg. All you're going to do is push the bum out, like you do when you do a kettlebell swing. I want you to touch the floor with a bent leg, but then push those hips forward at the top. Bum out, push those hips forward at the top. And you've got that slight hyperextension of the back, which is what you're going to get when you fully extend and lock out on a swing. So you're going to do this, okay, 20 times, okay, 20 times, guys. All right, so when you've done that then 20 times, what I'm going to ask you to do is get into a seated squat position. This is how everyone should be squatting, okay, and it basically, you'll find if you can, get a decent depth on a squat. So from there, just going to push the bum back and then just sit on the heels. And you're going to try and get in this position and hold this for 20 seconds. Okay? The weight should be on the heels, okay? That's what it looks like from the side. And from the front, keeping that chest up, looking up and just sitting into that. Some of you are going to find it more difficult than others, so you can do that for 20 seconds. If you fail, just keep trying, okay? You're going to be doing that 4 times a week in this program, okay? So that's how many times we're working out. From there, guys, okay, you'll then just progress that on slightly from the hold. You're just going to come up and just give me a few simple squats, 5 or 6 after the hold, all right? And then from there, basically I just move this kettlebell, 2 static stretches, okay? First one is the glute stretch, okay? So you're going to start like this. You can put one leg out behind you and rotate it round and push your bum cheek to the floor. So I'm feeling it in here, okay? And I just lean forward, push that bum cheek to the floor. It's going to get a nice stretch of the glutes. Just get them activated before we get into this, into the program. And then other side, this is imperative, guys. Okay, you can sit up or you can just push your bum cheek to the floor to get a deep stretch. You're going to hold that 20 seconds at a time, and then from there, just to make sure those hip flexors are nice and loose, just lean forward, push into that. You're going to feel it all here. 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds the other. Okay. And there we go. Now, if you're doing that properly with the right reps and the right holds and the right range, it's going to take you a good 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, guys? And then you're pretty much ready to rock, all right? So do that as your warm-up. Obviously, there's going to be some skipping in the program as well. You know, if you want to do a couple of minutes skipping, fantastic. But this is going to basically get your body warm and ready to embrace certain movements that we're going to do using the kettlebell on our body weight. All right, guys? So there's your warm-up. Remember it. Do it every time.